I want to thank you for coming to this presentation, the success story that we're going to go over here. This particular one is dealing with warning letters and reestablishing your credibility with the FDA. This is given by Compliance Insight. This details a warning letter, FDA warning letter, success story, and I'll go over some of the aspects of that whole concept and what happened. So anyone out there not know what a warning letter is, then you're doing very well if you ever received one. The term warning literally means a threat or a sign of impending danger. So you can understand why people have some apprehension when they get the news that a warning letter has been received or that there's a threat of a warning letter. It really starts people getting concerned because this comes from the government, and it really starts people getting a bit upset. The FDA defines a warning letter. In essence, I'll break some of this out here. It's a correspondence that notifies regulated industry about violations that the FDA has documented during its inspections or investigations. Typically, a warning letter notifies a responsible individual, understand that, individual or firm, that the agency considers one or more products, practices, processes, or other activities to be in violation of the FD&C Act, its implementing regulations, and other federal statutes. It goes on from there. If you have any real need or desire to get further definition on this, go to our website. You can find out quite a bit of info there, and I'll give you some of the ways to get to our website and where to look for this. When you have a warning letter, I can tell you this: once you receive it, really understand this, there are challenges ahead. You've received a letter that says, hey, there are significant problems at your site. If you don't handle the warning letter adequately, then there are a lot of other issues that may come about, and none of them are very good. When you get a warning letter, you really need to understand that you focus on this, you get it fixed, you get it resolved, you try to find out from the agency what it is that happened and make things right. This particular story, it begins, Compliance Insight. We were contacted by a medical device firm, and we have several past histories of dealing with companies with warning letters. This happened to be one in particular we thought people would be interested in. They contacted us for help with a warning letter. They had a number of significant GMP inspectional observations. We went in, we assessed the situation, and just jumped into that pool with both feet and hit the ground running. We prepared the warning letter response with a timeline to complete each observation. Understand it takes a lot of effort, a lot of dealing with various people, various departments, and various issues, all simultaneously going on where you're trying to write and put this response letter together. We provided periodic status updates to the FDA for those issues stated in the warning letter and notification of remedial actions taken for each step along the way. Really, we kept the FDA appraised all along the way of what was happening. There were some significant issues in this case. We trained all the employees on quality system regulations. Very definitive request for that to be done. We established quality systems at all levels of the organization. We had to go in and dig from top to bottom, drill into their process, and we really worked with the company, collaborated with them on what worked for their facility, putting these things in place. We prepared and implemented procedures as per the quality system regulations. We had to go through, look at all the gaps that weren't in place. We had to go through and make sure these things were indeed functioning appropriately. We had to then communicate with the FDA on a continual basis to ensure that all those pending issues were addressed in a satisfactory manner. We were there basically to help the company find the right solutions to their particular needs. We really went to them in a collaborative mode. We had to have the company and our people, us, work together to fix a series of problems. We trained everybody, we had oversight of activities, and we communicated with the FDA. In essence, we were part of the company. We were contracted to do a task. Once the company contracted with us, we were that company. We were part of the company. We went in, we did the work, we got all these things resolved. In the end, the FDA came back, they re-inspected the firm, and they passed with flying colors. All the issues were resolved, all the problems taken care of, and the FDA was satisfied that the firm was on the path toward compliance. And it was a great success for the company, and again, a real success for Compliance Insight, being part of that process, overseeing it, helping people out, and we really did do a lot of hands-on work. We were there, we got these things in place, we made these things effective, and they worked to the degree that was satisfactory to the FDA. We didn't go overboard. We didn't come in with a cookie cutter approach. We didn't overwhelm the company. We got these things done fast, efficient, and effective. What I want to talk to you now is the response in how to put this together. When you get an FDA warning letter, you're really under the gun. You've got to give a response back to them within 15 days. Very quick turnaround. You have to make sure you're working on it from day one. You have to put a time frame around the response and adhere to that. And that's really what I'm talking about here, is making a project out of it. Who's going to work on what? You can't have people that want to work on everything in multifaceted warning letter, multi-layers, and they want to work on everything. You can't do that. They have to focus on a particular segment to answer these questions, assign people the right responsibilities where they are most effective. You don't want to assign the head of the laboratory to go in and deal with maintenance issues. It's a same approach here. You want to make sure that you assign those right people, the people you have available, to get this thing done. And speaking of that, you need the resources allocated to you to get this done. If you don't do that, if you don't get those resources, it's a major flaw. You won't get the work done. Ask management for resources. If they don't give you the resources, it's their issue to deal with. This is the firm's chance to reestablish credibility at the FDA. When you respond back with a warning letter, you are trying to, in a documentation sense, reestablish the good credibility, the good name that you have with the agency. You want to tell them that you have gotten it, you understand the problems, you're there to make it right. Make sure the FDA sees that in you, not just in how you say it and how you write it, but in your actions. How do you believe that you're going to get in there and get this done? For some real understanding of this, visit our website. We have a lot of tips, how to write the response, how to format recommendations, on dealing with the formatting, and it's very critical you get stuff down like that. Examples of letters, examples of format, examples of the communications going back and forth. Go to our website and go through that. If you can't find it, give us a call, shoot us an email. If you go to our website, you'll see several things there you can download. By all means, this stuff is free for you to get. Go through there, look at it, and if you have any continued questions, let us know. Just a quick overview for the approach for formulating a response. I'm going to give you 3 main bullet points here. There's all sorts of them out there. You really want to look for responding to the warning letter. I've given some other presentations on that, and it should be available to you. Make sure you look for those types of things from Compliance Insight. There's quite a bit of info out there. We're there to help make this stuff work. So look for these presentations or PowerPoint presentations. There's oral presentations like the one you're going through here. There's papers on it. Go to our website, do some general searches to see if you can find this. But here are 3 of them. Evaluate the current state of compliance in light of the audit observation. If possible, indicate what is compliant. You're trying to say, yes, we understand this is a failure. Here are the other things that were compliant, but we're going to fix this one, but we just want you to understand that there were things that did work here. I'm trying at this point to accentuate the positive for you. Make sure that the FDA management, the people reviewing your response really understand that there were some things there that did work. Hopefully that you have those. Identify the root cause of the issue as appropriate. Understand how the firm will resolve these issues systemically across the board, across all sites, not just at your site, your department, in your country. You have to deal with these things across the board. If you work for X company and you have sites in the United States, Canada, Europe, Asia, Australia, wherever, all of them need to be compliant with these systems. These things that you fix, everyone should be aware of it. Review all prior commitments. Make sure if you have any repeat observations, for one, is probably why you got the warning letter, but you want to make sure that you understand that, yeah, this is a repeat. These are things that were found either here or other places within our company, and you really need to go back and say, we understand it, we tried to fix it before, we haven't, we're working on it now, we're double checking it, we will keep you appraised of what will happen and how we're fixing it. We take this very seriously, etc., etc. Whatever it is you write, make sure you get across that you understand it and you're there to fix it. When we left that firm, this medical device firm, I can tell you they were compliant. They understood it. They had the training. It was a philosophy change. It was a change in how they looked at their company, how they looked at the FDA, how they looked at compliance. It was truly a paradigm shift. And I used to joke with people having a paradigm shift without a clutch. That's an old joke that it really sort of kicked the car and caused it to rumble. But you're at a point where the warning letter is that movement without a clutch. It's hard, it sounds bad, it's grinding, but you shift gears. You've got to get into that gear of compliance. If you don't, then I can tell you, you're up for more problems, more issues in the future, more FDA involvement as you move on. Let me say this. We have the answers and the solutions to fix your problem. Give us a call. There's the number. Give us a call. We are here to help you. We try to make these things work. We want to make these things applicable to you and your particular industry, your particular process. We are there to make you a success. Again, we are not there to pull every penny we can out of you. We work for you. We take our job very, very, very seriously. And I can tell you this because I'm co-owner of the company. I'm a partner in this company. We work to the nth degree to make sure we resolve your problems. If you have any questions, if you need more information, go to our website. You've seen some of the website references in there. compliance-insight.com. Give us a call, 860-3512. Shoot us an email, FDA Warning Letter Team at compliance-insight.com. It will go to a specific group of people that will handle these things, try to get back to you on what the issues are, get back to you on the problems that are going on with this. Just make sure if you have a warning letter, you get the appropriate help. Give us a call. We offer a free phone consultation. We'll try to give you insight into what may be the right approach, what may be the wrong approach. We're there to help you out. Give us a chance. We will certainly be beneficial to you. Good luck if you have a warning letter, and thank you for listening to this presentation.